Hi everyone, in Communication for Managers. Excited to be with you all this semester. My name is Sarah Marshall, and I'm just going to talk to you for a little bit tonight, because it's very dark outside, about who I am, what I do, and how I lead, and sort of how I operate day to day in my current role. So who I am, our first topic. I grew up as a military kid. I lived all over the U.S. And in Europe, and so have always enjoyed adapting kind of my communication style to different audiences and learning about other people. After college, I moved to Boston, and I lived in Boston, Massachusetts for 20 years. I went to law school there, worked as an attorney, and then was able, again, feel very privileged to have found my real passion, which is working with graduate students, law students in particular, and leaders on their own professional development, and including communicating. That's actually a big part of my job. So I am now at William & Mary Law School. I moved here in 2019, right before the pandemic, because I wanted to be closer to family. I have a daughter who is a freshman in college, and she's doing very well, thank goodness. And I have a 13-year-old son. And so maybe my communicating with teenagers could be an entirely separate class, but I think we're doing okay. So what do I do now as assistant dean in the law school? I meet every day with law students, all day, every day. I really try to listen to what their needs are, map out, goals together, and coach them, through a strategy for achieving their goals. Ask them what kind of lawyer they want to be, why they came to law school, and then we also do a lot of preparation for their interviews and their meetings, with judges, with law firms, with government agencies. Students come here because they really want to have an impact, and so it's my pleasure and my privilege to support them in reaching their goals. I've also had experiences as an organizational development and leadership coach in companies, and that was something that I did last year. For the last 2 years, I traveled all across Virginia. I took a kind of a sabbatical from the law school and then came back, and in that role, I did a lot of communication workshops and leadership workshops, focusing a lot on helping people understand their communication style and how to adapt that style to other people's style. And so I've enjoyed hearing. I was watching some of the awesome videos that people have uploaded for our class, and I'm seeing how do people adapt their technical style to explain something really complicated. And I heard a lot about, the need to address the purpose of your communication. And so I really enjoyed that too. So right now I do lead because if leadership is defined as influencing people and in pursuit of outcomes, the outcome that I want is for every student coming in here to develop professionally and personally, and to get kind of the job that they want straight out of law school. And so I do have to adapt my communication style to each and every student that comes into my office. And I tend to use sort of a situational leadership style. So maybe I would be sort of more laissez-faire and less directive to a student who is very prepared. Maybe they've already worked in some environments, and so they know sort of what they want. Or I might be much more hands-on with a student who's just graduated from college and really isn't sure what's out there. And that's one thing that I absolutely love about my role, is that challenge to change my communication depending on the needs of each student. I also, as kind of a senior leader in the law school, have to report on metrics. We're a very data-driven institution because we want to make sure that students are getting sort of the return on the tuition investment. And so it's, a real privilege to work with senior leaders here at the law school as we strategize um, and, work out new programs and new curricula. And so the MBA program is helping me tremendously with, adding to my skill set, especially when it comes to explaining data analysis. I'd love to learn more about, how to use visual tools in communication. And yeah, that is me, and I am very, very excited to learn this semester. Take care. Bye.